Warning: the following show may contain nuts, so if you're allergic, then just try to hold your nose throughout. We can get through this.
Well, they have the three leads from the newspaper.
Okay.
They were...
Well, let me know where you guys want to go and I'll take you there. Because even though I
Yeah.
forget so much, I still know my way around London.
Well, we don't really know the locations of something. Like, you would have to go to, like...
investigate libraries and
Should we
stuff.
go to the library, the British...
Well, no,
National
it depends
Library?
what you want to do, because I can't remember the first one, but the second one was, like, killings, and then the third one was about a guy that, like, thought he saw something in the mist to attack him or something like that. Name both kind of things sound like something that would be reported to the police.
The second article did have a mention of a police officer.
What was the first article again?
The first article was about grotesque paintings.
Oh yeah, that was that one. So,
To the book repository.
Yes.
so what one are we going for?
I don't know, good point. The paintings sound familiar, like something we would have experienced before, seen before.
Yeah, let's go see the paintings then.
Well, do we know where they are, or are we looking for them?
All you know is the name. You know the name of the artist, Mr. Miles Shipley.
Should go to the library then.
Or I guess so. Or, well, unless you can find out, would there be a phone book that would have his address on it? Or, I don't know, would the newspaper know where he lived?
That's up to you. You can go ask and go investigate. I know.
It's bloody 7:20 at night.
Don't ask me.
The ice cream van.
He's a drug dealer.
Gonna go get some.
There's kids outside still.
Accusations.
He's either a drug dealer or
There's
there's
police
no-
chasing him. Busted.
You should-
They're here?
You should have gone out and gone like, so, any drugs? Can I have a 99 and some of your best drugs?
We're gonna see it on police camera chases, whatever it is.
Police camera chases.
So, right, well, we'll go back to the newspaper and just ask him if he knows where this artist is.
Yeah.
No, let's do that.
Right, so you head back to the offices of the Scoop. You go for another.
Just call him.
So what do you
Whatever.
do? Make a choice.
We're gonna walk back.
Okay.
Okay.
So you head back to the offices of the Scoop. You don't really get any sense of anyone following you this time though. So.
Yeah, they're not. I have my hawk eyes on them.
So what, are you heading in to see Mahoney then?
Yes.
Mahoney.
So how's the investigation going, guys? Have you got anything juicy for me yet?
Nope.
Not yet. We were just following up seeing if we could get any information as why Elias was at the Penhue Foundation, which didn't really turn up anything. Lots of artifacts, though.
I told you that they seem like a legit organization to me. I mean, I know that Elias is used to dealing with much more shady figures. I don't know why he suspects the Penhues were involved.
Shady figures?
I mean, you've read his books, surely.
I have read not that many of them myself, to be honest.
You should check them out. They're as I said, they're a little dry, but with a bit of pizzazz. There was some great stuff in there.
Like ice cream.
uh,
So we're going to see if we can follow up any of these articles on the articles that Elias seems to be interested in. And
Sure.
well, we're going to look up try and find out about the artist, but we're not really sure where to start with that. We're going to ask you if you knew anything that would get us started.
Go to a gallery, man. I don't know anything about art.
Do you know where the galleries are?
You're in London, man.
Yeah, and I'm American, man.
I don't know why he keeps saying man. That's a very Americanism, isn't it? He's like, oh, go speak to my secretary. She'll point you towards a gallery, someone, or at least an art dealer. Someone who's going to help you out.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right. So you go back to the board receptionist. Let me see.
How old is this receptionist?
Here we go.
You ain't no charmer,
I'm
Ross.
not. I just want to know what terminology I can use towards her.
So she's sort of late 20s, early 30s.
Typical age.
Typical age, did you say?
Yeah, most people are in that. Most people are in that.
Most people seem to be around that age. You don't know.
She says if you're looking for art, you could probably
A good time.
if you're looking for a good bit of art, if you're looking for some arting.
Good art. Yeah.
Anyway, she says you're looking for this Shipley guy, right?
Yeah.
She says probably the British Museum isn't going to work out for you. They don't really carry that kind of thing. But she says I do know an art dealer that deals in the more weird and occult. So maybe go visit him. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'll save you the trip. And she says, and she gets on the phone and gives him a call.
Cheers.
Thanks.
See?
Eager.
Hold on a sec.
Aren't you a doll?
What I want to know is, when am I going to meet a certain character
You-
today?
You're actually veering away from him rather than towards him.
Perfect.
I can't.
Desmond's coming in though. He's ever nearing.
You're
Yeah,
not going to be Desmond for long, mate.
yeah. I don't know when we'll get.
Something like
I don't know when we'll get ask you in because right now the path you're taking is pulling you away from his character, not towards it, and I can't do much about that, sadly.
What was the second name of Desmond?
Wilbank was
Yeah,
it?
It's our real name.
Wilbank.
Desmond Wilbank.
That's not his voice.
That's not what he sounded like at
It
all.
was. Now he's a
No,
badass.
he's like this. Oh, hello, I'm Desmond Wilbank.
Don't forget, he was a badass.
He was sort of like a, like,
Hello, my name is Desmond.
All
Anyway,
I can think of is when you went into that
confusing
room
character was Desmond.
and the fucking cloak shit, and then you were like, that wasn't bad.
so
I've got me shotgun.
Yeah, why'd you drag me into the room?
the receptionist has
Anyway.
the receptionist has a chat on the phone, and she's like, she remembers the story, and not only that, she says, she says she gives you the address, which is 6 Holbein Mews, and she says, did you guys see the print we got reproduced? The reproduction print we got when we didn't print the article, but when we were going to we got sent a rendition of one of his paintings. Did you guys see it?
No.
And she says, hold on a second. She just goes through some of her files and pulls out like a template that was supposed to be used for print. And you see, I'm gonna just hold it up so you can see it.
Oh, that looks lovely.
It's intentionally like newsprintized in that it's not very clear what's actually going on in the painting.
The bottom half has some kind of like snake face thing.
But yeah. Anyway, that's one of his. That's like a reproduction of one of his paintings. And she gives you his address.
Let's roll.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Cool. Just as time is going on, you're like past lunchtime now. By the way, it's like you're getting on to all you're out 4ish in the afternoon because obviously there's a bit of time this morning travelling up to London, and you've been back and forth a little bit, so the day is drifting past. Just to let you know. So you get to the house. It's in a kind of like how to describe? It's kind of like it's a rough neighborhood, I guess. It's like the buildings are all like these big brick buildings, sort of overlooking each other. I guess in this day and age, they'd all be turned into like multiple flats, like multiple story flats. But in this period, still each house is kind of its own thing. And so the Shipley home is a two-story brick building that is in desperate need of repair. Every window seems to be like is like locked shut, curtains closed, no sign of light or anything. But and you're standing at the front of the building now, and there is one entrance there.
We knock on the entrance.
Okay, so after a short while, an old woman. I'm just trying to. What's her age?
Late 20s, early 30s.
It's an old woman.
Early 30s.
Shut up, you. She looks about 70.
We don't want to talk to her.
A 70-year-old woman, a big grin on her face, like sort of white hair. Says, "Oh, good afternoon, gentlemen. What can I do?
Governor.
Hello, Governor. What can I do you for? What can I do you for?" She's
Shine your shoes,
she's got under one arm. She's got like a knitting basket.
Knit your jumper, Governor.
Well, what can I do you for, Governor?
I've forgotten his name already. We are looking for an artist.
Yeah, Shipley.
Oh, my son. Oh, my grandson. I think, isn't it? Grandson, sorry.
Oh, my son. Oh.
I'm trying to remember if it's grandson or son. I think it's grandson. Yeah. So, my grandson. You mean Miles? He is very talented. Are you a fan of his paintings? Are you interested in buying one?
I just want to see where he gets his inspiration from.
It's like, oh well.
More question about the actual art, I guess. Sorry.
Well, I mean, it seems presumptuous to ask an artist where he gets such divine inspiration from. Are you reporters? Are you art critics?
Neither.
Why do you want to see Miles then? If you're not here to buy?
Studying. We're studying.
Well, art students.
I can tell you're not around here from your accents, but you seem a little old for students.
Hey, I'm in the right age.
You never out.
Early 30s.
We're all talking at the same time. We're doing a masters in art.
How old is Jimmy? Do we know?
Yeah, I'm like 20. Late 20s. Early 30s.
Late 20s.
How old am I? Hold on, let me just check my ID. 24.
Oh, you're 24. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, she says, well, I mean, he's quite busy right now. I can speak to him for you, but I don't think he'll have time for you.
I'm sure he will.
Okay. Well, she closes the door. You wait around.
Does she come out?
And she opens the door again and says, "I'm sorry, you'll have to come back another day. He's very busy right now."
Oh, that's a shame. We wanted to talk to him about some tribes and stuff that might be influential to his next pieces or other pieces of artwork he might have done.
I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about, and she says,
I know you don't,
but-
but
but-
I'm sure
but-
Miles-
but good.
Is this the 70-year-old?
Yeah. But good day
Oh,
to you.
I'm not charming her.
But good day to you, gentlemen. Have a good day. And she closes the door on you.
Okay.
Right, where next? Just boot that fucking door down.
Kind of tempted.
Throw that granny out the fucking window.
Can I?
It's probably kind of a bit later now, so what should we find out where we're staying?
Yeah.
Go back to the news agents.
Sure, we'll come back here tomorrow.
Okay, so
Kick the door down.
if you head back to the scoop, there's young Jimmy's there. If you remember Jimmy, right? Jimmy, you remember Jimmy?
Yeah,
Page?
Jimmy, how's it going?
Jimmy squared.
He says he says that your friends in New York have booked you into the Hilton, so you've got you should be have a very luxurious stay while you're here in London.
Excellent.
whistled?
Actually, it's the Hilton. That's not too early. Actually, do they have the? Were they there in the 20s?
Let's
I don't
find
know.
out.
The Ritz?
I might have to be the Ritz because the Hilton might not exist yet.
It's okay. As long as it's a hotel that's not going to send us away because someone else has come. They'd rather give the room to.
Yeah.
They existed in the 20s, but did they exist in London? No. Okay, it's gonna have to be the Ritz. The Hilton wasn't expanded. Wasn't in London by this point. Sorry, he changed his mind.
Okay.
You have to move you to the Ritz because the Hilton doesn't exist yet.
Oh,
Never
okay.
heard of the Hilton.
You're like, what's the Hilton? Is that some B&B?
Is that a local bread and breakfast?
Just double checking the Ritz was open.
Oh my god.
Trying to get you a hotel that exists, guys.
Can't wait. Why don't you just send us to a B&B? That B&B called the Perrin Ashcroft B&B.
Okay,
Oh, that
the
sounds
Ritz
terrible.
opened in 1906, so yes, you'll find the Ritz does exist.
Yay!
Hey.
Hey.
We have a real hotel.
And so Jimmy tells you he's already dropped your suitcases off there, and you guys have a lovely suite there waiting for you.
Cheers, Jim.
And yeah, so there you go.
No.
Good night.
Yeah, good night.
Good night.
Do we check in? Do we need to check in and shit like that?
I mean, we can skip
We've
over.
already checked our bags in. We just walk
Oh,
in.
yeah.
We can skip over all that. You get a room. It's a nice suite. You've
Oh,
got
the reception.
no.
You are not. You can't be here.
That's all I'm
He's-
gonna ask.
He's about.
Late 20s, early 30s. Anyway, so yeah, you guys are checked into the Ritz. You got a suite. You got one queen size bed, which two of you are gonna have to share, and then there's another room with a sort of smaller bed, single bed in it.
I'll take the smaller bed since these two know each other.
Oh,
Okay.
you bugger.
No.
Fang
Not that
This bugger.
Is that going to be cut from the show?
So anyway, there you go. Day one in London done.
Yay.
Boom.
What do you got? So, like,
Good morning.
Yeah, morning. What do you guys want to do?
At
No,
breakfast.
feel so lost.
Go to the police station.
And
Why?
do what?
Find out about the other two cases.
Oh, one was like a murder, wasn't it?
One was killings, and the other one was some guy that he thought some monster was attacking him in the mist or some shit like that.
On the mist, yeah. I say we avoid the mist. Because that sounds grim. And I reckon the mist and monsters, let's just not go there. Let's go to the police station and find out what the fuck, who are these oh, wait,
Okay.
they both sound shit. Let's go to the killings.
Okay, so just a reminder, the article mentioned an Inspector Barrington.
Okay. Let's go talk to
Inspector
Inspector
Barrington. Oh, God, I don't want to speak to Inspector Barrington. I hate
Okay, so
Charm him.
let's skip the whole receptionist process because actually that's I think one of the biggest time sinks in this game is that every one of these establishments has a receptionist you have to get through. I'm tired of coming up with generic receptionists. So let's just say you get to the police station and with Ross's Ross's police, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with your connections, they're even though you've got no jurisdiction here, they're respectful and let you through.
Well, they would know about him coming to the town after the shootings on the boat. They would know about his presence here.
Not necessarily. I mean, that information.
Yeah, London's a big place. Anywhere else, I'd say they would.
Yeah, but yeah, I suppose. But all that happened in Southampton.
You're a Southampton.
Oh, sick burns.
Okay. Anyway.
So yeah, so because of your connections, and I guess maybe because they have heard a bit about this incident in Southampton on the boat and heading to Southampton, you're taken through to meet Inspector Barrington. He is early 40s.
Late 30s,
That doesn't
early 40s.
compute. What? Not late 20s to early 30s.
He's early 40s.
What age are you?
Life expectancy hasn't reached 40 years old yet.
And it says, "Oh, gentlemen, yes, I've heard of you. You're vaguely infamous for your adventures over in America, although most of them sound fanciful. I was a bit surprised to see you on my territory, but what can I do for you?"
Well, we're investigating the death of Jackson Elias as our forefront goal, I suppose you could put it.
I'm not familiar with the man specifically.
You seem to be interested in a case that you were on involving someone else. Finish the sentence.
No.
The man.
No, not the missed one, the other one.
It's not the missed one. The one with the people and killing.
24th victim of the do you want to read the newspaper article again?
Yeah.
I'll read a bit
Thanks,
of it.
Mr. Barrington.
An unidentified foreigner was found floating in the Thames this Tuesday, the 24th victim in a series of bizarre slayings. That one.
Yeah, that one.
He says, "Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I did meet you, Elias. I don't remember his name, but I did have an American come asking me about that story a month or so ago. So he asks you for a description of Elias, and you describe Elias. He says, "Oh, maybe that must have been him. Yes."
What, can you tell me the description of Elias?
You must know. You're his friend.
In my head, he's black.
What? I have him down as black.
Who?
Do you?
Jackson Elias.
Yeah. Anyway,
I actually have a photo of him, but I think you might be disappointed there.
he's not black.
I don't want to know then. I don't want to see
No,
it.
no, he's black.
Oh, actually, it's good because you won't be able to tell from the photo.
Oh, that's Jackson Elias.
He's black.
Okay.
He's black.
Don't even know what I'm looking at, but okay.
There's some horrible image.
Can you not see that, Johnny?
I can
The guy with
see.
the hat. Look at him, he's totally mysterious and shit, disappearing into the wind.
What's he looking at?
The person.
He's
A
looking at us,
small
looking at him.
Is that a person?
Yes, the back of them in white. They're in white.
No, they're not. Is that him to the right?
Yeah.
That's like a Sherlock hat, isn't it?
That's Jackson.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the guy.
that's
That's the guy with the beard.
That's a
He's got like
Oh,
a Sherlock Holmes hat
yeah.
on him.
Is that like an Al Jihab guy?
Whoa.
What's that? Is that racist?
I don't know who the other guy is. Right. So anyway.
Anyway.
So, he said that he says actually, your friend was probably knew more about. Weirdly enough, seemed to have more Well, he felt like he had more information about this investigation than I do, but most of it seemed very fanciful. Again, is the word, I suppose. Like
Presumptuous.
Was the man in that picture Inspector Barrington?
Here's Barrington. I don't normally do this, but here's Barrington for you.
Oh,
It's like Patrick Stewart.
So Jackson told me he felt like the murders were some ritual killings by what he called hold on a second, let me get my notes. And he brings out like a pad and he says the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh, an Egyptian death cult, if you believe such nonsense. I spoke to Edward Gavigan of the Penhew Foundation about this, and because they're the local experts on Egyptology, and he informed me quite reliably that these death cults are long since gone, and there's no modern equivalents of them. So it seems very unlikely that that the murders were committed by anybody involved in such matters. I mean, ultimately, your friend. I mean, I know no disrespect to him, but he reminded me of those fellows at the Scoop, looking for a bit of sensationalism in anything that they might come across.
Okay.
Knowing Jackson, that wasn't really his style.
I mean, if you say, I mean, I didn't know the man very well, but he just looked like he was looking for something, spectacular to a series of. I mean, they are a series of very unfortunate deaths. The only link I've found myself so far, but it hasn't really led me anywhere, was many of the victims were regulars at a nightclub around here called the Blue Pyramid Club in Soho. But the thing is, it's a favourite spot for the Egyptians living in London, and many of the victims were Egyptian. So maybe the link is just coincidence, really.
Okay, well that's been very informative.
Yeah, maybe it might be worth going back to Penny Foundation to find out what you can tell us about the cults.
Yeah. Good shout.
Right, thank you for your time, Officer Barrington. Wait, you're the officer in London? I don't know what you call him.
Inspector.
Inspector Barrington.
Inspector Barrington.
Hold on a sec.
I'm holding a set.
Before you leave, he says, "Oh, one last thing. The only other
Here's your gun, Mr. Frank.
yes, it's a gun. The only other than the club, the only other lead we got was a spice dealer, Tufik Al Sayed. He was he'd once he's another sort of I don't know, a person to go to if you're looking for information about Egyptian connections in London. He was once a guide for an Egyptian expedition for the Penhew Foundation. Penhew pointed me towards him, in fact. But speaking to Tufik, he only confirmed what the Penhew Foundation had already told me, that the Brotherhood the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh has long since existed, and we investigated Tufik for a while because Penhew didn't seem very trusting of the man. But again, we didn't really find anything. So
Okay.
Okay.
So spice dealer called Tufik.
Mhm.
Okay.
Robin Thicke.
Okay, so let's head to the Penhew Foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
So you head from Scotland Yard over to Tottenham Court Road. I don't even know where Scotland Yard is, to be honest.
It's not far from Tottenham Court Road.
All right, so you take a little gander down the street then.
Yeah, I made that up, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. How do you not know where Scotland Yard is? You're Mr. London.
I forget.
When was the last time you were at Scotland Yard?
Don't know, got amnesia.
Oh yeah.
Must have been that 24th killing. It was me all along.
It's a little bit of a walk, but not. It's okay. You should probably take a taxi, guys.
Okay.
Scotland
Oi,
Yard's
cabby.
apparently near Victoria.
Oh,
Didn't know that. Anyway, there you go. The more you know, guys.
okay. So we arrive at thingy.
You're back at the Penhew Foundation, yes.
Yes.
What do you want to do?
See Mr. Penhew. No,
Yeah.
Mr. Penhew. What's his name?
Gavigan.
Gavagan.
The receptionist has words with Mr. Gavigan, and Gavin says, "I didn't expect to see you gentlemen back so soon. What's led you back to my door?"
Well, we've been down at Scotland Yard, and we're investigating these killings that have been going on. These ritualistic killings, which the Inspector Barrington led us to believe were. He talked to you, and it seemed to be similar to what was the name of the cult again?
Black Tongue.
No, it's not a Black Tongue.
No, it's the Egyptian black. The black Egyptian? I can't remember.
Jesus. Black Pharaoh.
Black
Tongue?
The Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh.
Yeah, that's
There
the
you
one.
go. I was close.
The Black Egyptians.
Oh yes, the Black Pharaoh, the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh. They're an interesting anomaly from Egyptian history. Certainly more one of the more extremist groups on record. But as I told Mr. Barrington, they have not existed in a long time. I actually so was this as your search for information about Elias led you back to this same source, the same.
Yeah, it was one of the other articles that he was interested in when he was at the Scoop.
That's interesting because when he never mentioned them when I spoke to him. It's very interesting that he spoke to the police, they spoke to me, and yet we didn't actually make that connection. That seems rather odd to me, but nonetheless, it doesn't change matters. That the Black Pharaoh long since been although they are regarded as a death cult, it's much of the writings of what death cults actually were is all you know, like myth and lore and legend at this point, rather than anything based in reality. I know Mr. Elias wrote some very interesting books of various cults he's found, but I mean, my expertise in Egyptology tell me that this particular one is certainly nothing real in modern times.
Would you be able to tell us more about the cult? If these people are like following the cult's like ritualistic ideas, then maybe we'd be able to get some kind of follow on that.
Yes, see what you mean. I don't have anything on hand, but I can probably get one of my assistants to dig something up from the archives. Maybe come back tomorrow and I'll see what I can do for you.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks.
Yes, but I mean, I can't promise anything, of course, but I can certainly find some information on them. How accurate or useful it will be, well, that remains to be seen.
That'd be great.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Anyone, anything else?
No. I guess we'll go to. I don't know. Should we go see Shipley again?
To head for the other man from the newspapers.
Oh yeah, or yeah, the guy who was attacked by.
Well, with the leads we have are like the man with the mist, and then we also have like where this is a club where the Egyptians are, and also
Oh yeah.
this other like weird back alley dealer guy. What he is, tea dealer. What was
But yeah, the too thick.
Well, where should we head?
I'm trying to think one would be most. I guess the least dangerous one, following on from this, would be go see that too thick guy.